the data is being owned by the driver. The data belongs to the driver. I think that if until 4 or 5 years ago there was a question, with different regulations like GDPR, CCPA, and others coming into place, it's very, very clear. The driver owns the data, and a clear consent and approval from the driver needs to take place. Now, having said that, there are some use cases where really the driver, we see him giving approval, for example, in the fleet. The driver is giving approval to the fleet manager for the data. There's always the question, if the driver owns the data, why the OEM wants to control the access to the data, or why maybe he wants to get paid for giving access to this data. And I think that it's a legitimate request from the OEM. The OEM is a bit like our bank. Is custodian of the data. If our bank is custodian of our money, and we put it there because we know it's secure, and we know that it can grow there if of course, with our approval, and the bank is taking something for doing his work. I view it in a very similar way with OEMs. They spend a lot of money and work hard to extract the data. They put the modem in the car, it's expensive. They pay the telecom service provider, the AT&T, Verizon, Vodafone or Telefonica. They pay the cloud provider. It's all on the OEM expense. So it makes sense that the OEM will ask for something for all the effort. And it also makes sense that he will manage and monitor very closely the access to the data, because it's very sensitive. In the end of the day, he's not only protecting himself by protecting the data, he's also protecting us, the drivers. So I think it's also a legitimate request from the OEMs. I hope it answers the question.